Welcome back, welcome back. Yes, I know it has been a long time since my last review of anything. Let's just be honest, man. 2020 was a rough year all around for a lot of people. For me, so now that it's 2021, I had a lot going on before. Just moved into a new place, so right now all my focus is starting to do what I love again. Talk about my movies, talk about shows, talk about anything that I love. And starting off, the year right, WandaVision, and the first two episodes that just has so much to pick apart off the bat. But first order of business, talking about WandaVision, we gotta get into character. Let's start with the tone of it. I personally, I like the stretch. I like the swing. This is the most different thing that Kevin Feige, Marvel, has done. I find it interesting. I'll say that. I find it interesting. It is very different, and it still finds a way to make me want to know what's going to happen. Without being so action-packed, there's no action at all. It's missing the things that really make Marvel, to be honest, besides the characters and the opening credits. Nothing about it feels like Marvel yet. I have to say, off of creativity, it's the way that they are telling the story, I'm interested. However, I have to say, this isn't a bad thing. But because of the way they're telling it, it's going to be a slow burn to the final episode, if that makes sense. I do like that they're not wasting their time. 2 episodes in, they're already introducing things that will be the downfall of Wanda's little vision. No pun intended. That will be the downfall of it. The little thing she's seeing that is kind of pulling her out of her reality. The way I'm looking at it is, it's almost like a dream. Picture when you're dreaming and you're in your own dream, you're in your own world, and noise from the outside starts happening that could pull you out the dream. You hear your alarm go off, you start dreaming that the alarm's going on with you, as to not wake you up. That's how I'm seeing how Wanda's taking this. Whatever alternate reality, pocket reality, whatever it is whenever some type of outside thing is trying to pull her out of the dream, she's putting it inside of her reality as to try to make it blend and not make anything seem so weird, So I think what the show's doing well with this type of storytelling is making us ask questions and be curious as to what the hell is going on. It is very addictive. If there was a whole season out, I would have finished that whole thing right away. This is a different playing field for Marvel. It's the first time they get to make something, at least in Marvel Studios, that isn't strictly a movie, And different than movies, think about the storytelling they have with movies. They have maybe 2+ hours to tell a complete story. With a show, you could tell a 6-hour story, 6-hour little fragments. And because of that, you're able to spend more time on the little things that you wouldn't be able to do before. And because of that, I think that it's going to be able to stretch a lot of them. It's going to let Marvel be able to be Marvel, to grow, to do more of the things that they enjoy doing, and take a little more time developing the little things. Let's talk about the first episode really fast. First off, love the new opening. Perfect. But I like how it just opens up. Like, it just opens up. You're in the 1950s, wherever the hell it is, type of sitcom. And, I had this prediction, and I like how they're telling it. We obviously know something's up, that they're not really on a TV show. We know that, obviously. We know something's up. However, I didn't want them, from the first episode, to show us what was wrong, if that makes sense. I don't want there to be a scene with Wanda in the TV show, and the next scene is people from the agency watching them talking about, oh, Wanda's losing her mind. I didn't want that. I actually like the approach of, we're watching what is going on in her head, and we're going to experience when something's wrong, when something's off, the same exact time she does. So we're as confused as Wanda is, because she doesn't know what the hell's going on, same thing as us. That's what I was hoping. And when they started to show the way it was exactly in her mind, I was in love with the way they were going about telling it all. I think it just makes so much sense. It's more gripping as an audience member instead of knowing what's going on all the time. We literally are here watching a 70s sitcom, 60s sitcom, 50s, whatever it is. Because of that, we're sitting there waiting, And I like that they get to take their time showing how Wanda is picturing her life with Vision had he stayed alive in a sitcom fashion. And that right there is what I think is going to draw the show all the way through. It's the fact that that's her imaginary world, and there's going to be stuff that's going on that's going to pull her out. I like that the first episode didn't jump too heavily on showing you that something's wrong. While we know it was very playful, it had a comedy, they focused more on being a sitcom episode, and at the very end they showed you, yeah, we're still Marvel, there's something going on. So just pay attention to that. And I liked it. I found out that was very nice way to bring you into the second episode, where in the second episode they definitely from the beginning showed you that there's something strange here with the helicopter that was the only thing in color, where towards the end of the episode with the B-man coming out from the sewers, with the radio of somebody calling out Wanda, you know. In the second episode, the whole episode, they're showing you there's something wrong. Whatever it is, there's something that's not right here. Let's talk about the helicopter she found. Before we talk about the helicopter, let's talk about the ending of episode 1, where you pull away from the TV and you see somebody taking notes. You don't see the person, you see they're taking notes in hand. They close the book, and it's a sword book, the agency sword. And I can't remember exactly what the acronym is off my head. Sentient World Observation. Research Department. If I might have butchered that. But basically, they're the counterpart of S.H.I.E.L.D. For anybody that doesn't know, they're the counterpart of S.H.I.E.L.D. And they're more space based. As S.H.I.E.L.D. is earthly, they look for extraterrestrial threats, and they're space-based, which in theory I think that's where Nick Fury is right now, but that's for another episode since he's in space right now. I think he's part of SWORD. But you see somebody, the agency SWORD, keeping an eye on Wanda. That brought me right to the second episode. I'm like, well, let's see what's cracking, you know, what's going on with her. And when we go into the second episode, they start picking already, and that's what I like. They didn't waste time. That helicopter that had SWORD on it, the SWORD logo, and Wanda's looking at it, you could tell she's seeing that something's going on. And the people are trying to reach out to her through the radio, you know. But here's the big thing. Here's the big thing from episode 2. When Wanda saw that beehive man, whatever he was, come out the sewers and look at her, she just said no. And everything reversed back to the beginning of the moment. Which was very what the hell to me. I was like, damn, because for a second I thought maybe SWORD has control over what Wanda can do or not, while she's super powerful. But when she said no and rewound time back herself, I was like, nah, she's dangerous. She's dangerous. She could just flip time, like change that up really quick. And that was the biggest part of episode 2, was literally that showing you that she literally has full control and no one's checking her. They're doing a good job of giving us stuff, keeping us intrigued, while still leaving so much questions for us to find out later. I think Marvel has a good one here, to be honest. I'm interested in seeing where it goes. I know it's slow burn. It's not action anywhere at all. But the storytelling part of it, the mystery part of it, is what I find the most interesting. The way they're telling it in this sitcom fashion to put us in an uncomfortable spot in terms of this isn't what Marvel does. And not to mention, while doing that, because we know something's off, when we see little things like his Vision's boss choking and everybody's just acting out of character, like there's something wrong with everyone, it builds up the tension. You feel tension without there being action, which is what I'm saying is great storytelling. You don't need life or death circumstances to make somebody sit up on their chair. That's how tense the moments were. And as episode 2 came along, the moments got more and more tense. And that's just what I love so far. So SWORD is definitely playing a part. The same analogy I gave about the dream, how I feel like Wanda is kind of in a dream state. Basically how we dream, that's how I feel how Wanda is right now. And I feel like SWORD is possibly putting little things, kind of like when your alarm goes off or someone is talking outside really loud. They're doing that. They're putting the little things that could wake you up from your dream, that can make you wake up and be like, I guess it was all a dream. I think they don't want to get in there and like shake Wanda up and be like, hey, like wake, because then how powerful she is, she might destroy a whole universe by accident. So I think they're trying to put subtle things in there to make Wanda realize, what's going on and wake herself up naturally, because they know how dangerous she is, and I don't think they want to go down that rabbit hole. Anyways, I'm super excited for what the show holds. I'm excited for all the other Marvel TV shows. This starting off phase 4, I think is perfect to show. Not that it's wildly good so far, like not that, but just perfect to show that Marvel has its head on straight. It is ready to take risks. It is going down paths that we haven't seen before, and I'm, for one, excited to see where it goes. I need to see how this season finishes. I'll be doing a review of episode 3 whenever it comes out. Let me know what you guys think is the plot here. What do you think Sword has to do with it? What do you think Wanda is? Where do you think she's at? Is Vision still alive for real? Just let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm excited to keep doing these videos. I'm glad everything's settled down, rebranding my channel, rebranding myself, and I'm excited to keep talking about the things I love. So like I said, this is for the first time. Welcome to Jay's POV. I'll be happy to keep making videos, and let me guys know what you think in the comments. I'm Jay, and this was just my point of view.